Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I created this makeup look for Diwali and I've used only drugstore products to create this makeup look. I also worked on my background a little bit to give that Diwali kind of a theme. So I put some lightings and candle in the background. Let me know if you liked it. And I'm using a ring light, by the way, so I'm just trying to figure it out if it works or not. Please let me know if I should continue using this. And yeah, also wishing you guys and your family a very happy Diwali. And now without a further ado, let's get started with this makeup look. So to start the makeup, I'm going to use the Colorbar Stay the Day Finishing Mist and I'm just going to give a quick spritz. It's just going to hydrate my face. Next, for the primer, I'm using the Lakme Blur Perfect Makeup Primer and I'm going to use it just to smoothen out the pores on the sides of my nose, on my nose, and a little bit on my forehead and chin as well, because that area gets oily, so it will also mattify it a little bit. For the foundation, I'm using one of the best drugstore foundations available. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation and I'm going to mix two shades because I don't have my perfect shade with me, and these days I just like to mix my shades. I feel that's what gives me the perfect shade. I'm never satisfied with just one foundation. I always want to mix it. So this is in the shade 228, which is slightly darker for me, and that's why I'm going to mix 128 in it, which is slightly lighter for me. And I'm going to use this damp beauty blender. This is from PAC and I'm just going to mix the two and just dot it first, and I will be blending it out. I'm using this foundation after so long. I had forgotten how good the formula is. I'm also applying it under my eyes, by the way, because I'm not going to be applying a concealer. I mean, I will be applying a concealer, but that would be mainly for highlighting, not for covering. I'll just zoom you guys in case you can't see. For the concealer, I'm confused between these two. This is the Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline and this is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Concealer. For today's video, what should I use? What should I use? I can't even ask you guys because the video is already done by the time you're watching this. I think I'm just gonna mix the both. So just taking a dot of it. This is just for highlighting, okay? That was in the shade 312 and the Age Rewind Concealer is in the shade Medium. Even though it says medium, it's pretty light for me. I've applied it in a very weird way, hoping it works. Now I'm just gonna start blending it out. Again, I'm using my beauty blender and lightly dabbing it. Do you notice I'm also applying it on the sides of my nose? Just so that the nose looks more carved out. For my forehead, I'm just lightly blending it outwards. I'm not going all the way over here, just about till here approx, and lightly blend it out so that it's diffused outward. Starts very light and then gets darker and gets mixed with the rest of the skin. Now to set the concealer in place, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Light. I'm taking a little bit of it, applying wherever I applied the concealer, and I'm just going to dab it till it disappears, till it gets absorbed by the skin as well as the sponge. Also applying on my eyelids, whatever's left. I'm not applying a lot on eyelids because then it looks really chalky. So this side is set. As you can see, it also added a little bit more coverage, so that's why use it carefully. If you apply too much of it, it can look cakey because it does add coverage as well. But if you just add the perfect amount, it just gives the most beautiful coverage. Again, doing the same thing on the other eye, and it also blurs out the pores a little bit, so even if you apply on the sides of your nose, it's gonna smoothen it out. Whatever's left, I'm also applying it on my forehead and chin, on my T-zone basically. I'm not applying a lot there because I don't want it to look cakey, and since I have dry skin, I don't need a lot of powder. Now it's time for eyebrows, and for that I'm using the Faces Canada Eyebrow Defining Pencil and this is in the shade Dark Brown. I'm first lightly drawing on the outline, and you have to be more precise there because it's an outline, right? Slightly under my eyes as well. Don't draw it too dark, otherwise it looks too bold. I mean, unless that's the look you're going for. And this shade is also not too dark. If it was too dark, then it looks really harsh. So I always take brown shades only. like dark brown shades. For this area, I'm just drawing very light feathery strokes. And for the rest of the eyebrows, I'm just filling it in again with light strokes. I'm not making it like completely solid, at least thoda sa hair should be seen. You can sharpen your pencil if you want more precision. And yeah, this is how my eyebrow looks like. I'm just quickly gonna do the same on the other eye. I'm using the spoolie side and lightly brushing my eyebrows. This is just so that it's all nicely blended. I don't know if you can see on camera, but the waxy texture is kind of has stuck my hair together, so it's helping them set properly. It has that wax to it, you know. For the bronzer, I'm using this Sugar mini bronzer in the shade Woody Wonder. Finally, I'm using some bronzer other than Hoola and Bahama Mama. This is how it looks like. And I'm using this brush from GUVB. I really like this one, like very fluffy. Picking up some bronzer, dusting off the excess, applying it over here. Can you see that? Your ear starts from here, right? So if you just go down in that same direction, just apply it slightly above that. Same thing goes for contour as well. But since this is bronzer, I'm applying it and I'm also blending it on the sides. It just adds that warmth to your face, you know, like kind of tan in the right places. Also applying over here and blending in circular motion. Also applying on my jawline. I'm also applying it on my nose just to contour a little bit. Even though it's a bronzer, I use my bronzers for contouring as well. I mean, unless your bronzer is too warm, you can use it for contouring. So I'm just pressing the brush. I'm using the same brush, just pinching it and applying it on the sides, and later just wiping off the excess and just slightly diffusing it so that it's not too harsh. Even though in photos you can't really make out, but in person it might look harsh, so just diffuse the ends a little bit. Now let's move on to the eye makeup. For that, I'm using this brush from PAC in the number 273, and I'm using the same bronzer and applying it in my crease. Actually not in crease, I'm just applying it all over in circular motion like this. But in crease it will show more because we have that depth, right? So that shadow makes it look like it's darker in the crease. But I'm just basically focusing it everywhere, just diffusing it very roughly. And since it's like a really good bronzer formula, like it's not gonna look patchy even if you do it roughly. It's just gonna diffuse very nicely. Same thing on the other eyes. Also applying it under my eyes. I love doing this. Just look up and apply it really close to the lash line, very roughly. If you use non-patchy formulas now, you don't really have to work a lot on blending. You just get away with it. That's why I use good formulas. I'm not saying you can't work with a bad formula one. You can definitely make it work, but you need to put more work in it to really make it work, if I'm making sense. Next, I'm using the Key Beauty eyeshadow palette. I really love the formula of these shades, and this is in the variant Bare Soul, and I'm using this shade called Tan. Picking a little bit and applying on the outer V, just dabbing lightly. See, it's very easy, nothing complicated. Can you see this outer V? Just dabbing lightly there. Done. And now we just need to blend it. So to blend it, first slightly do the circular movement on the shade which you have just applied. So start over here and then reduce the pressure a little bit and then diffuse on the edges very gently. And once you feel there is barely anything on the brush, or if you have done most of the edge blending work, that's when you can go all over your crease. Ekdam se if you go all over the crease at first only, then the shade will be too dark. Like you don't want too much everywhere, you want it to be diffused. So the darkest over here, and it should become lighter as you go in the inner corner. Okay, start over here, blend in circular motions, and then lightly go over here and just, this is called windshield wiper motion, such a cliche word, and then blend it. let me show you once more on the other eye. For me, doing the eyeshadow on the other eye is always a challenge. Very difficult to match the both. I'm comfortable only with my right eye. So trying to do the same thing. First dab gently. Okay, and then blend it in circular motions just on the side and slowly go inward in the crease. Similarly, you can add more darker shades and each time perform the same steps, but as you apply darker and darker shade, apply it more towards the outer corner so that there is a nice transition of darkest to lightest shade. I'm using this pencil which we used on the eyebrows. I basically just want a brown kajal, okay? This is the only thing close to a brown kajal I have. You can also use black. I'm drawing a rough line very close to my lash line, not drawing all the way, starting from the center. Since this is not a very creamy formula, this is like a waxy formula. It's supposed to be for your eyebrows. It won't be the most easiest to work with, but we're gonna make it work. I've drawn it very close to it, starting from the center till the end of the eye. I applied this kajal just for some dark base. We are going to add eyeshadow on top. So for that, I'm using the same palette again and using the shade called Chocolate. Using an angled brush, this is from PAC in the number 371, and applying on top of it, going very close to my lashes so that there's no blank space, and slightly diffusing upwards. Next, I'm taking this slightly darker shade, doing the same thing, and I'm also applying a very thin line over here since we didn't apply any kajal there, and I wanted it to be pretty diffused, not too harsh. I'm going to draw a tiny wing using that same shade. I know it's looking weird right now, but when we apply lashes, it's going to give a really nice shadow kind of effect to the lashes. Next, I'm taking this eyeshadow brush from Sugar in the number 412. I'm mixing these two shades, Tan and Chocolate, and just blending that line with the shade so that they are blended. When there's nothing left on the brush, I'm blending the edges. Finally, I'm taking this bigger blending brush, taking this shade called Toast. It's very similar to the bronzer we used, and just blending everything that's going in my crease. Next, I'm taking this shade called Cream. By the way, if you're finding all these steps unnecessary, especially all that blending part and mixing so many shades, please feel free to skip that. I just enjoy doing these things, that's why I did it. So this cream shade I'm applying in my inner third, slightly cutting my crease with it. Oh, the shade is quite pigmented. This shade actually feels like cream, the shade name is perfect. Next, I'm applying Plum Kajal on my upper waterline, that is tight line. I forgot to apply the shadows under my eyes, so quickly gonna do that. Taking the darkest shade first, applying really close to the lash line. Next, using the lighter shade, Chocolate. I'm just going in order, and every time I'm just coming slightly underneath. Next, Tan. And finally, Toast. For that, I'm using the bigger brush and applying it एकदम से down. Can you see where it's touching? Just so the ends are diffused. Okay, this line looks so funny, but okay, so I'm just gonna quickly apply this mascara and some falsies. This is the Lash Paradise mascara. I'm not applying a lot of it, just a small coat, because you're gonna apply false lashes, so it doesn't make much difference. For the lashes, I'm using Renee lashes in the style The Fiery one. Okay, the lashes are on. They look slightly weird because I found this lash is more curled than this one. I don't know if it's because of the way I have applied it, but they don't look same. For the blush, I'm using this Kiro blush in the shade 3. This is the Cool Cinnamon plus Fresh Grapefruit. So just going to use both shades. There are 2 shades here. Just gonna mix the both. Also applying it on my nose, on the sides a little bit, on my chin, forehead. So whatever's barely there, I'm just applying that, not much. Otherwise we'll look like a joker. For the highlighter, I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, and this is the dhakkan of it. It came off, and this is in the shade Molten Rose Gold. It's a very beautiful highlighter, and again I'm using this GUBB brush. Really like GUBB brushes on the highest points. By the way, feel free to add glitter on your eyeshadow. Like, I didn't add any shimmer because I felt like making them quite matte. I don't know. I was going for that brown smoky vibe. Also, I'm taking that highlighter on this tiny brush. This is just a lip filler brush from Vega. I had got it years ago, but I really like to use it for my inner corner highlight and also brow bone highlight. I'm going little bit underneath my eye also, not all the way, just till here. And also slightly applying over here also. It just makes your eyes look bigger. Applying on my brow bone. I'm again going to spritz my face to add little more glow and to just melt everything together. If you do this step before applying highlighter, your highlighter will pop even more. So we will apply more highlighter after this, don't worry. For the lip liner, I'm using the Nykaa Lips Don't Lie in the shade Pillow Fight. And I'm going to slightly overline my lips. For the lipstick, I'm using the Kiro liquid lipstick in the shade Sandy Rose. I've been loving this shade so much lately. I also love the formula. I have a separate video on the swatch and review of all the 20 shades from this range. So you can go check it out if you want to. We're gonna apply a little bit more highlighter since it's gonna give even more of a pop since we have like a damp base right now. So I'm just gonna wear some jewelry and be right back. So this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Saturday and sometimes Wednesday, and today's comment shout out goes to Nayana Priyadarshini. Thank you so much for your comment, and yes, that's it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.